Hello, welcome to Sun, Moon, Star, Tarot. My name is Gina. I want to thank you so much for tuning in today. These next 4 bell sounds are to align us and to bless this reading. Now today's video is going to be a little bit more heavy. It is going to be about what's happening in the world right now with the riots. I was kind of inspired to do this during an impromptu meditation session with my crystal singing bowls that I got. And then I had this idea and I was doing my sacral chakra, so inspiration. So I just felt really called to do this video. This is not to gain like any publicity or anything. It's just me like genuinely having this idea during my meditation session today. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the video. The questions are going to be about the situation and or the feelings that you are feeling during the situation. And then I have pre-pulled here Divine Masculine, what action should be taken by the collective, like the people, participating in the riots, and what should change internally here. So Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine, and will they end soon? So will the riots end soon? On the bottom of the deck here, I do have building blocks here for Divine Feminine, and then all tied up for Divine Masculine. So this deals with not having personal freedom, and these are like the building blocks of the foundation. So this can be read as a foundation for not having personal freedom, or personal freedom laying the foundation for better personal freedom, maybe. So yeah, just multiple messages there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. All right, so I'm just gonna do headspace, heart space, and then clarified, obviously. So where's headspace, heart space, what's the situation? The collectives. Alright, this one pulled to me. Here, headspace, and then heart space. Ten of Cups. Beautiful. Foundation. So 2 cards about foundation here. And we have 7 of Cups, lack of clarity. All right, bottom of the deck here, we do have the 3 of Cups. So a joyous, merry time. We have the Empress, a time of abundance. And then we have Judgment, a time of reckoning and new ideas. And then we have the Devil here poking his little head out. All right, so heavenly karmic time. We have the World. We have the Magician. We have the Star. And we have the King of Wands. So headspace. This is a great time for manifesting. I know it may seem a little bit weird to say that, but it's like the energy is so magnetic and so powerful that whatever you are wanting to manifest at this time, it is the perfect time to try to bring that into fruition. So if you're looking for a partner at this time, or if you're looking just to start a business maybe, or whatever you're looking to do, that will just bring you this beautiful emotional fulfillment here. That's what you're manifesting, some immense emotional fulfillment with the World here crossing. So just a completion to a cycle in your life is happening right now, and you are being divinely guided. Continue doing whatever you're doing, because you are laying the foundation for something solid. We have the King of Wands, and then we have the 7 of Cups here. So this may be a time of some confusion with you around your ideas. Like I said, I did work on my sacral chakra today, so I think that is linked. So do some work on your sacral chakra. The King of Wands is of creativity, and that chakra houses creativity. So there may be some things you need to get clear about in that arena. And then we do have the 8 of Swords here. So right now, it's like almost, we are coming, and the same imagery here too. If you noticed, we have bound up. So it's like, we think this is a time of constriction, but really it's not. It's almost coming to an end. So it's more of a positive message, actually. I'm kind of surprised. I mean, I wasn't expecting anything too negative, but this is basically just saying it is a great time for manifesting, and that is what we should be focusing on at this time. Because the energy is like, even though it's kind of like a ripple effect, or like just like a dot. I don't know how to explain it. I'm just getting like a collision almost, in that so many things are happening that it's stirring the energy up, basically. Like, it's not mundane. It has like a charge to it. So it's like the energy is neutral. It's just the people who are using it, they can manipulate it in any way they want to, basically, right? So it's like you can use this charge of energy that's going through right now to power your own manifestations, because the energy source itself is neutral. So you can bend it and manipulate it in any way that you can. And I hope you understood that. If you didn't, just leave a comment, of course, and I'll answer it. I'm gonna clarify this now. All right, and then second, please. We have 2 coming up, and 1 more. Oh, okay. We have balancing the scale. So we have another. I think the world is something that's balanced. You know, the Emperor is a card that's balanced. The King of Wands is a card that's balanced. So we have a lot of things about balance, and a lot of Libra energy coming in. And then we do have divine timing. So everything is happening perfect timing. Everything that's happening is perfect and serves the collective purpose. Then we do have big dreams. I talked about following your dreams and following your inspiration, your creativity. The science is happening. This is just a shadow period. Some destruction, but all in all, we're helping our inner child, I think. But just really focusing on yourself at this time is what I'm really getting. All right, so we have bound. And the same imagery, kind of, like, I mean, not like necessarily, but just the girl, like, both being trapped. So it's like, we are like trapped in this. We are all in this together, basically. And then we do have offer. Like I said, the energy is neutral. I look at this card as knowing the nature of the offers that are presented to you. And at this time, it's a time of high manifestation, of high creation. The powers that be, like on planet Earth, are just using it and manipulating it in a negative way. So we're needing to really focus and, like I said, use this energy to power our own manifestations. And then we have lessons here. So this is just, the world is a completion. With completion, you learn lessons. And then we do have a 10 on the board here, the 10 of cups. So that's just a time of conclusion and a time of things making sense, finally. All right, so now I'm going to do what action should be taken, divine masculine energy. So we have total romance. So like I said, if you're trying to manifest a partner, this is the perfect time. Just really getting clear about what you want, because we do have a 7 of cups here, which is all about not being sure. And we do have 2 cards about being bound. So really just seeing what like ticks you with relationships and what shadow work you need to do around your relationships, basically. So look into your shadow and really see what fears that you hold around relationships and how those can be expunged. And then we do have financial constraints. Message on engine number 333 is present now. So basically just knowing that now is probably not the best time to go out and spend any money, or now is the perfect time to start like saving, or just start spending less. Don't go out and do crazy things with your money, because not a time of hardship is coming, but just a time of hardship, potential hardship. And then divine feminine, what should change internally? We have the tribe. So like having that mindset of like everyone is welcomed, everyone is one, basically, because in a tribe, everyone works cohesively together. So that is what is needed to be brought into the atmosphere now. And even within yourself, like knowing your moving parts and knowing where you're struggling at and trying to get better at that. And then we have deep knowing. So more like peacefulness and more wisdom. And we have the owl present here. The owl is all about wisdom and all about understanding. And someone who is very wise, like I know I said that, but just very wise. And I'm just getting like a library basically in my head. So like having that vast knowledge and that vast wisdom to understand what's happening. Until like they're also like peaceful-ish creatures, I think, you know, but that's just personal opinion. I think they're majestic though. All right, so I'm going to ask the question, will the riots end soon? We shall see what happens. Will the instance here? We have 2, and we have 3. Right, bottom of the deck here, we have the Queen of Wands. Remember, we have the King of Wands. Then we have the 5 of Swords, and then we have the Lovers. All right, so with the end soon, we have 2 of Swords there. Then you have the King of Swords. I knew the Devil was going to be present here. I figured. All right, so we have the Devil, we have the King of Swords, and then we have the 2 of Swords. So will this end soon? There's a lot of heavy karma that's happening right now. And I'm getting that it's needing to happen, but it's almost like being forced to happen. Like, if that makes sense. Like, the King of Swords is someone who like sees and they know, and they have that beautiful understanding, and they have that authoritative understanding to where their emotions are not in it, right? And then the 2 of Swords is someone who is unable to make a decision because obviously they're blindfolded here. So it's like there is karma happening here, and then there's someone who sees and understands what's happening and they want it to happen almost. And then there's people who are blindly following, basically, without knowing all the information or without knowing what's really happening. So will this end soon? I'm getting, like, from these cards, it's a no, to be honest with you. It's like, it's just a lot of karma happening right now, and a lot of like things being purged or needing to be purged at this time. So it can end soon, but I mean, with the Queen of Wands here, you know, I can't forget the bottom of the deck. We do have the Queen of Wands, and then we do have the 5 of Swords, but the Lovers here. So things coming into harmony again, eventually. So I think eventually these will end, but I'm not getting a resounding soon. And if so, they can end soon. It's just things that need to like rapidly change, basically. So thank you so much for watching this reading. I know it's a little bit weird, but I enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you leave a comment down below, and make sure you like and also subscribe. And I will see you guys again soon. Thank you so much for watching. Namaste.